Welcome to the channel again, and I'm gonna do another review of another Call of Duty game.
This week, it is Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
Kill them. Save the bullets.
This was quite a controversial game when it came out because nobody liked it. Everybody was sick of the future shit. It's turning into Halo. Not quite. Halo actually mirrored this more than it mirrored Halo. This game is basically The Expanse. Remember that TV show? If you've never watched it, get that done right now! If you can't tell, I absolutely adore The Expanse. 6 seasons of pure and utter perfection. Game of Thrones in space, if Game of Thrones, actually stuck the landing. Well, for the most part. No landing, no ending of a show or games, always entirely perfect. You understand, but yes, this was very good stuff indeed. Anyway, more about the game. I really love the intro level of this game, where you're walking about Geneva, and you got all these big spaceships flying about you. Mate, brilliant. And then it all goes totally and utterly tits up because Jon Snow showed up with all his little cronies and went, I'm going to wreck your party, you fanny. And parties do get wrecked. Boats get slung about the place, people die in their thousands. It's pure and utter carnage. Just what war should be in the future. In a video game. Not real at all. War, what is it good for? Video games, that's what it's good for. So, anyway, some of the things that I love about this game, that is perfection and totally distilled FPS action, you understand. I'm talking fucking nonsense, as usual. Some of the things you can do in the game, though, like if you're in a spaceship or a space station, shoot out the windows and suck all the bad guys out. It's great, it's funny as fuck, eh? Watch them all flail about like bandana cords. I just find that terribly satisfying, Fannies. Shooting people's good too, but it's a wee bit different, a wee bit more spongy. Only like a couple of shots here and there, I did notice. It's very similar to Black Ops 3 though, in the way that it uses its fucking drones. All the drones kind of look the same in the Call of Duty universe. Now I'm wondering if it's all part of the same universe, right from World War II up till now, and well, everything's getting remade now, so I'm assuming we're going to get a remake of Black Ops soon, even though they did expand that way. Black Ops something other, I can't remember what it's called. Didn't really play it. In fact, I didn't play it past the first mission. I'll need to go back to that. I actually forgot that one existed until right now. Goddamn memory's failing me. Other wee things that added in is when you do breaches, when you open the doors, you can slowly peek around the door and shoot people as they appear in your periphery. It's great. Head off. Arm off. Balls off. All's fair in love and ball shooting, you understand, especially in war. Why is it war? Like it's an O. Why is it WAR? That's war. It's like ball. Why is it an A? Why is it not an O? That's ball. I don't get it. The idiots that say falcon rather than falcon. Anyway, I'm just sort of leading into my pet peeves of the world, which have got nothing to do with this, but there you go. Yeah. Right, you've also got a big battleship in this, no euphemisms, thank you, and you use it as a hub, and you've got like a deck of cards like they did in the Mercenaries games, mind that? Good pandemic game, get that played and all, by the way, brilliant on Xbox One Series jobby, backwards compatibility, shite, and you can choose your missions, you get like a galaxy map via Mass Effect. Well, it's not via Mass Effect, it's like Mass Effect. Mass Effect didn't hand over its galaxy map. It's like, oh here, have this, it is of some use. And it is actually of some use, because you can choose your missions. Mind and do all the side missions early on in the game so that you don't miss them, because if you continue the campaign too much, you will lock yourself out of those missions. And shiny achievements and trophies. There's also missions where you fly about in raptors. These make up the bulk of the side missions, you understand, but it's actually quite fun. It's more like afterburner in a cockpit rather than just a pure frustrating slog, although some of them can be quite difficult and one of them's timed. So be aware, I finished it with like 30 seconds to go. You'll need to do all these side missions if you want to get all your cards, all your generals and your ace crackpot fucking fighter pilots and all that pish. Jon Snow will not be happy if you leave these people alive. I mean, no way with that. He bats for the fucking bad guys. Mars versus Earth, that's basically the story. I don't know what the fucking actual story is. Earth and Mars are pissed off at each other and go to war. The fucking end. That's what I good. So it's The Expanse, like I said before. It's just a complete rip-off of something else. Which is fine, I don't mind. Gives them something to do. I do kind of wish they'd have spun this out in its same series and not called it Call of Duty, given its sequels and, you know, really just lent into it. But they didn't, so here we are. We'll get one good game from a future perspective. You're probably wondering why I like this one so much better than Black Ops 3's, because it's more satisfying, it's a lot tighter in its gameplay. It's just not as so fucking involved in VR shite. I just didn't like that. Like, oh, we're going to go in a dream to you're in a coma right now. I don't care then, because it's not actually happening. Not that it's actually happening anyway. But I always find VR missions to, I don't know, they just dilute the whole experience for me. And the stakes are not the same because it's really no real, you know. My fake thing's really fake at that point. I know that doesn't really make too much sense, but it does to me, so it's not really matters at this point in time. I do recommend this game though. If you've never played it, give it a shot for God's sake. I remember people saying, oh, this is shite, this game's fucking shite. Like, have you played it? No. Okay then. The trailer didn't really help, it wasn't all that great. Plus they bundled the collector's edition or the super duper edition in with a copy of Modern Warfare 4 Remastered, and I don't think there was a way of buying it separately at that time. So people were extra pissed off at that, but I thought, okay, you are paying about 80 quid for it, but you're getting 2 games, so it's not that bad. It's not that great either, but it's not that bad. Fucking suck it up, you dick. Nah, I'm only joking. Fucking calm down, put that bottle down, turn that frown upside down to a bigger frown, you ugly bastards. I'm only kidding. See yous all later, I've had enough of this pish.
Never insult your audience. Ha.
The needs of our planet were greater than she could supply. So we went beyond the reaches of our atmosphere. The new frontier offered the promise of a new beginning. But the distance gave way to a movement with no connection to the place we call home. New rules, new ambitions, a new enemy. The Settlement Defense Front built an army and broke away from the Earth with blood and violence. They aren't revolutionaries. They want absolute power. They raid colonies, take resources, and control territories by force. They use their fleet to block us from raw materials we need to survive. Their mission is to erase everything Earthborn. Today, the SDF is a war machine, ruled by its military. If a leader united that force, they would mobilize and try to take our homeland.